Hey everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Wild and the Whites podcast. All right, well, thanks for showing up, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Well, yeah.
Well, Paul had to work, but as usual, we get three of us together.
Yeah.
Just depends on what three of us.
Well,
But we have Andrew back
yeah, I was missing.
after a hiatus
Yeah, what happened?
in Florida.
Florida.
Did you get stranded?
When was Florida? Jeez, that was feels like a year ago.
I know, that was like when you first left, and then after that, it's just been one thing after another. We haven't
Yeah.
gotten you on the podcast.
No, it was Florida, which was awesome, and then you guys were up in Pittsburgh. Screw you guys. Yeah. So about that,
I knew this was coming.
the raking over the coals. Yeah, I felt that burn. I'm driving to work and I'm listening to it. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Wait a minute, they must be talking about another boat.
Yeah, that can't be me. That's not what happened.
They're not talking about me, I know that.
Oh,
It appears based off of, because he, like, 1 second into this apartment while we were waiting for you to show up, he just starts in on it. So this has been building up in him for a little while.
yeah.
And
It's cool.
apparently
I'm
there
over
was
it.
a
I'm over it.
misunderstanding of verbiage on the text messages.
Oh, so he was gonna come.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I had Saturday off. I had it swapped. We were good to go. And then we're like, well, let's go Wednesday. And I was like, but I have Saturday. And you're like, no. Give that swap back. We're going Wednesday. And I was like, boom, done. Hey, Basil, I can't do, don't worry about it. I can't do the swap. We're good. I'm going to work Wednesday and just go up Thursday, Friday. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. It's good. And no joke, I go back to the text thread of ours, and you guys are talking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, hey, Basil, you know what I just said? He goes, no, man, I got plans. I'm taking the kids. And I'm like, it's okay. And I'm just like thumb-upping everything that happens. I'm like, no, not going to get involved. And then I was cool. Everything was fine. It was okay.
No, he's not mad. He's not bitter one bit.
I'm over
It was so confusing on our end, though, I will say.
I just remember reading like the dates and then a different set of days he said, and then it was like I'm good and then I'm not good.
Oh, God,
and then it was like the conversation just floated away. And he was gone.
I remember when you said, like, well, can you give it back? Give the swap back.
Yeah.
And I read it in a tone of voice of, like, well, like, hey, like, what if you give it, like, what, you know, like, just like a casual.
And I'm over here reading it like, hey, man, you should give it back.
Right, like,
We're going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
like, this is when we're gonna go. Like,
That's
what
hilarious.
if, you know, like a conversation starter where, like, the response would be like, well, then I would be working this and not be available on these days. Do you guys want me to do that? Instead, it was just like, boom, done. Oh, wait, well, now I'm not coming at all.
You
but
know
then,
what's-
then it was like, wait, no, that wrong week, guys. Sorry, no, wait, no.
That's
delete
what
that
confused
text
me.
message.
Yep.
That's the part that got me. I was so confused.
It was the right week. I was confused, but I was talking about the right week because I was standing with Paul, and he's like, wait a minute, are you on the week this week or next week? I'm like, next week, right? And he goes, no, it's this week. And that's when I'm like, no, sorry, guys, I got the wrong week. Wait, no, it is next week. I'm like, oh, my goodness. You know what? It's done. The pooch is screwed. The chicken's fried. It's over.
You know what's funny about the whole thing, though? At least for me, I think probably for you too, is I think we were actually a little flexible. Like we could have probably just done the other days.
I had Wednesday off. I was sitting there just like doing random stuff on Wednesday, waiting
I
for
wish you
Thursday to
just kept
happen.
continuing to text,
Right.
Because then we probably would have figured it all out.
Absolutely. Like, had there just been a little bit of like, are you sure? Like, I definitely can't do Saturday if I give this back. Then we'd been like, okay, well, let's talk about this.
So that was
We'd have figured it out.
the Monday, or was it Monday or Tuesday? My flight had been canceled because we had just had that huge snowstorm, so I was stuck in Orlando. Had a layover, had the flight. It was a mess, and I wound up getting back to work. And Jamie's like, "Yeah, I can work this shift. You're fine." okay, cool. I guess I'll come in tomorrow. And I went into work the next day, and they're like, no, you're off. And I'm just, I
think you had sun poisoning.
I had something.
You had something.
You definitely.
I was in a rare form. It was a long.
Was it fun or was it?
The trip was great.
Okay,
To
good.
the last like 48 hours, which were super stressful.
Yeah. Like the getting home part.
Yeah, the hotel reservations got screwed up, and because we had to cancel one and then book another because it was a day later, and our flights got mixed, and it was a mess.
Gotcha.
But we're back.
Because we were terrified for you when we saw that picture that you sent us and then posted online. We were like, "Is he okay?"
Something's
There's
not
something in those eyes that says, "Help me."
A lot of
Got it. Yeah. Makes sense.
a lot of fun. It was
a
good.
lot of fun and a lot of sun.
A
it
lot of
looked like.
sun. Yeah, only for more sun next week. Next Friday, I'm
What do you-
flying
He's
out.
other vacation?
confused already.
Yeah.
No,
this isn't going well.
Next Friday, I'm flying out to Mexico.
Wow.
The 3rd.
Must be nice to go on all these vacations.
Are you sure you have the week right?
Yeah, no, because trust me, last week I was thinking it was this week. When you work 2 days a week, it's really hard to keep your week straight. You keep a little pocket calendar so you can actually.
Is that a Smokey the Bear?
Yes.
What third grader did you steal that from?
No. There was no 3rd grader.
It was a second grader.
Let me just make sure.
Those squares are so small you can't actually write in them.
Oh,
I know. That's his problem. He writes everything down, but then he can't read it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not the 3rd, it's the 4th.
So you're only a day off, not a week, right?
Yeah. So we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Is that for your birthday?
My birthday, my mother's birthday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Where in Mexico?
Playa del Carmen,
Don't even know what
just
that
south of Cancun.
is. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
So that little thumb, in Mexico, little dink, hanging out the edge.
Are you coming back?
Well, hopefully.
Turkey season starts May First.
Yeah, it gives me like
It's the same every year, Tyler.
3 weeks.
Are you coming back for that?
Oh yeah, it
Okay,
gives me
all
3
right.
weeks to get a new shotgun and camo ready.
All right.
I already ordered some.
Are you gonna put like the turkey fan on your hat, like the
Yes.
back of your hat?
I have to.
Okay.
Okay, Buckley, go for it.
Just crawl. on
Just
all
crawl
fours.
up there.
Right out there.
Right? Don't mind that other hunter in that corner of the field.
Meanwhile, Paul shoots him from behind.
Freeze, golfer.
Cool.
Yeah. Well.
Well,
So yeah.
So do you feel better now that you got all that out?
No.
Oh.
we were.
I'm still bummed I missed it. Like,
Yeah. You didn't miss much.
Yeah, I mean, once
No.
once the ice was
It was drinking,
junk,
Yes.
eating.
We
That was primarily it.
and podcasting and a trip to El Cody.
And a trip to El Cody.
Oh.
But we didn't buy much.
Anything? Did we?
I bought beef jerky.
Oh, that's right. That's the only thing you bought, and I didn't buy anything. And I literally had things in my hand, and somehow put them back, and was like responsible.
I immediately texted my wife when I left saying, "You're going to be so proud of me."
we were in the truck and we're like I'm really like proud of myself, but I'm also really sad I didn't buy anything. We're like that usual serotonin rush that we have, like that is usually gone and just horror for your bank account by the time you get back to Colebrook. It's like it's just not there,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
weird.
that
And
cold,
it's an empty
silent
feeling.
ride back. You're just like,
It was.
I don't want to talk.
Yeah, well, like I don't know how much we talked on the ride back. I just
No,
stared out the
not
window
much.
looking for tracks. He drove.
Right.
Yeah, it was weird.
Some solemn music playing. Just
And we looked for tracks before that for a short period of time.
We just drove. We had
And
no
then
plans.
we just went out like a couple of the back roads, ended up coming
Every
back
time
into
we looked out the
Stream
window,
Road
we're like,
and-
it looks cold. It
Yep.
looks windy. The ice looks slushy. We're just gonna hang right here.
You remember when we were like, that's weird that these foxes are just running down the road this whole time. Like, look at that. And then like we get to the end of the road and we go, that's because it's that woman Shih Tzu. That's
You guys are out there tracking dogs.
We were down the road. We were
Right.
like, "This is awesome."
well, because the preface of it is we did come upon deer tracks that were walking down the road, and they were like,
right.
and now look at these foxes coming down the road too. And then we'd show up, and it's just this woman walking her 2 tiny little dogs. We're like, oh, yeah, I got it.
You show up in her front yard, fully armed.
Right. So then, like, Tyler looks at me, and I look at him, and we just go, yeah, so why don't we just start making our way to LL Cody? And if we find anything along the way we want to stop and look at, we'll do meow.
And then we came right back and we went out to dinner.
Yep.
Hello, Cody. Oh, nice
Yeah.
place.
Yeah,
It's a good place.
it was very
anything.
hard.
You guys find anything like you kind of looking back? You wish you had gotten.
Oh yeah, guns, crossbows.
That crossbow.
That crossbow was sick.
Yeah.
That crossbow was awesome.
There is a crossbow that we were eyeing pretty hard.
The Raven R18.
How do you remember that?
Because I took a picture of it.
Because he will own it at some point.
Wait a minute. Did you order it yet?
That's an
No, I
awfully
haven't.
large box.
I'm actually waiting because I was watching the was reading the proposed laws for Fish and Game for New Hampshire, and one of the proposed laws for this upcoming season is they're expanding they want to expand some of the zones that you can hunt with a crossbow in without a crossbow permit.
You just gotta screw up your elbows like me.
So
and then
I'm
you
like-
can use the crossbow.
If that happens, I don't know if I'll spend $1,600 on an R18, but I might get a crossbow.
You'll do it.
But that
I'm just gonna keep sending them
The
pictures of it every day.
the short little R18 with the vertical. I can't even think about what they're called off the top of my head. I'm just drawing a blank. But it never comes. I've done research on it. It never comes out of timing because of the vertical arms on it.
It was pretty impressive.
It's pretty awesome. And it's nice and small, very light, very saddle worthy. Right?
I'm liking it.
Yeah. Stop staring at me like that.
One might even say a little demure.
I'm more a little concerned with the sound.
Right. It's worse in headphones. Anyway, so you all might be
the
wondering what
R18.
exactly we're here to talk about today.
We don't know.
We don't know. But we decided
Follow
that
us on a trip.
maybe
A journey.
a
even.
journey of this is the most authentic Wild in the Whites podcast ever, because this is us just sitting down.
Really? It feels like most of mine are pretty authentic.
No, that's very true.
Yeah.
But we kind of wanted to give a quick update on things here now that it's nearing the end of March and the new year is upon us.
Mud season's just about out.
Just about. We're in the fake spring cycle right now.
45 and sunny.
Yeah,
And more snow coming.
more snow coming.
Did you see how much ice we're expected? It's like 3/4 to inch and a half
Wow.
of ice.
Oh, I didn't pay
That's
attention to
like accumulating
When?
ice. That's
Sunday-
Friday till Monday.
Yeah.
I guess Friday into Saturday is like mix, but Saturday into Sunday is supposed to be nasty.
Lovely.
Great.
And we're traveling all day Saturday. Yay.
Yeah, I picked up an OT shift Saturday.
So you'll be busy.
I was
Yeah.
supposed to be moving everything out on Saturday.
You might want to wait.
Yeah, that's I emptied the trailer and everything.
Right?
But
Are you working tomorrow?
yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought.
but on the plus side, April's right around the corner, and that's a good thing because that's when everything dries out. And I'm sorry, but May 1st, I am excited for it. I have it marked in my little calendar. It's in my
Yes.
phone.
Make sure you put May 1st, 2025.
It's a Thursday.
It's a year calendar. I'm good.
Okay. There we go.
Just make sure. I just want to make sure the dates are not screwed up because you can't yell at us.
No, May 1st.
It's going to be our fault regardless, Tyler. I know it is.
Who's holding my leash? Nope. You just let me run around. Somebody go get Andrew.
Put that damn collar on.
You can't even be mad about the text I sent when Tyler said he was going to be late today. Because you know it's true.
It really was, because
So in a private message right after that, he's like, so I'm not as late as Tyler, but I'm on my way.
Well, it was funny because I was wondering if he
In other
actually
words-
texted you. Because I thought to myself, maybe I'll get there and he's not going to be there.
no, I was. It's just, again, every moment I wake up and I start packing. It's like, what room?
Yeah.
And then I don't have clocks in my house. I just got my phone, but it's downstairs playing by my radio, playing music. And the only time I stop is when it goes boo-doo. And I'm like, oh, somebody texted me. Do, 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 do. Oh, it's Zach. Don't forget. 4:30. And I was like,
I texted him at like 1 o'clock today.
it was like
Friendly reminder.
1:20. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. And then, no joke, it was like 4:15. I'm like, shit, Zach, God, I know, come on. Where are my shoes? Okay, over here.
You could have texted me sooner.
Where's that second heads up?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. What an asshole.
An hour later.
He only gives you one.
Here's your hour later. Friendly reminder.
It's like when you
We're
set the
meeting
alarm.
in 2 hours. 1 hour later, we're meeting in 1 hour.
You have to
If
leave
you
your
haven't
house.
left by now, you should.
You now have 15 minutes to leave your house.
If you leave right now, you're going to be late.
You now have 10 minutes to leave your house.
You haven't left. You're late.
Yeah, so that was.
That's funny. Well, I'm glad that happened because I thought I didn't see a response. As I said, he didn't get it because you muted the group chat or whatever. I'm like, he didn't get it. He's home sleeping, or he's, I don't know, doing something. But when I pulled in, I saw your truck, and I was like, okay,
We're good.
yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
I may not listen all the time, but when I do, it's not very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
we got way off track again.
No, that's
Sorry,
fine.
my bad.
That's
No,
a good, it's a good
continue,
way
I like
to
it.
fill the hour.
I want you to vent.
Oh no,
I want you to vent.
Yeah.
There's nothing but love, man.
This is bullshit.
I don't
You
believe
should
him.
have seen him the first time he told that story to me.
Listen, when I was driving to work listening to it, and I was like,
That is not how it happened, and I'm not even there to defend myself.
no, doesn't even matter because this is weeks ago.
Let it go, Andrew. Let it go. Let it go.
It's okay. I
Right?
just took it out
And
on
then-
my work partner.
And he did let it go, and then he saw my face, and he's like, I didn't let it go.
It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's. Woosah. Woosah. Woosah.
Well, now we know he has a little pocket calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure everything's written in that calendar.
It's
And then there's no confusion.
Right. And
Do
then
you have May 1st written down on that
I-
thing?
yeah.
okay.
T-shirts.
T-shirts?
I'm busy.
We did get T-shirts
Yeah,
out.
T-shirts,
We're
T-shirts, hats.
Pre-orders.
Yeah.
Hats.
I sti-
Finally.
stickers. Yeah.
It's been an amazing ride of trying to remind Paul to take that picture of those hats. And then I went online real quick and just went to like a
Clip art.
basically, yeah, it was like make your own custom T-shirts, and I'm like beep boop 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 boop. That's what they'll look like. Boom, throw those into the post. Like sweet. All I needed was that one picture from Paul. But we finally got that out there. So go check out the Facebook page or Instagram and see the 2 new shirts that we came out with for colors. We're doing sweatshirts. We don't have a price on them yet. And then we have 3 different new color hats. If you want any, send one of us a message or comment on the post, and we'll put you on the list. We'll be waiting a couple weeks for the pre-orders to be done before we actually put the order in, and then it usually takes a couple weeks to come in. So everything should be roughly about a month from now coming in, hopefully, if
May
everything
1st?
goes right. So, screw it. We'll just say May 1st.
May 1st.
So a
Write it
lot
down.
over a month. A little over a
A
month.
little over.
So a month and like a week and a half. It's crazy that it's that close already,
Gobble, gobble.
right? Other than that, 2025. Oh, well, we probably shouldn't announce our new team member. That happened on the group chat the other night.
Yeah, that was exciting.
We'll wait for Paul.
That's needed.
Paul, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we try.
Listen, the ADD runs fluent through the group.
Solid
So would you
quadruple
consider
ADD.
this person also like a moderator as well?
That's
Like, is that how this is going to be?
hopefully. I mean, I don't want to put that
we
on
need-
them.
Well,
You know.
they're not here to defend themselves, so
Listen, I know how that goes.
Yeah. We'll let Paul introduce the new team member.
Yeah.
Next time we can get him on the mic. How's that sound?
Yep.
Good over there?
Yeah. Should have got another one.
he's still thinking about Pittsburgh right now.
Just throwing him back, thinking about Pittsburgh.
Listen, I'm more frustrated that I missed it, all right?
Yeah. There'll be more time.
We made it a thing. We can go up whenever we want. Summer, fall.
Well, that's kind of brings us
Spring.
to what we wanted to do with the update of 2025. That's what this. By the way, that's what this episode's supposed to be. It's
We
not
weren't
going to
getting
go
there.
very well,
Yeah.
but we want to go up there at least in every season.
Sure.
So we're coming up on spring,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Some spring fishing, dude.
Yes.
Oh, I'll get my boat up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Do some spring fishing up there. That'd be a lot of fun.
Right
Little-
on.
His
Little
little
trolling
boat.
action.
Yep.
A little flat bottom John boat doesn't fill with water as fast as it used to.
Can 4 of us fit in this thing?
What? Yes,
It will fill with water as fast as it used to.
we can fit. I don't know if it's gonna hold us.
Where's it leaking from? Do you know?
the rivets?
So could you just like seal up the bottom of it?
Yeah.
If we go to Walmart and just
So-
grab some
Flex seal?
What I've been doing is
slap it on there.
listen. If he could fix it, screen door to the bottom.
get like the liquid one, just the sheet.
So loose rivets, I've just been drilling them out.
We're
Putting
just,
new rivets in.
we're just gonna push Buckley out. we're gonna time it. We're gonna
How's it feeling?
We're gonna see how long.
you laugh, but one time when I used to have my little boat with the 15 horsepower, it was like a 14-foot boat with a 15 horsepower motor. Push off. And I'm like, what's that noise? Oh my god, I didn't put the plug in. It's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, trying to stick the plug down into it. And get it.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
Why is Zach doing circles in the middle of the pond?
Just leaning into it.
And then all I had was an empty Gatorade bottle. I'm like,
That's
good
awesome.
times.
But yeah, I drill,
And then we'll go up in
drill them
summer.
out and either replace them or I've just got some epoxy stuff that I've been putting on the
Yeah.
other ones. It's mostly dry. I mean, Zach and I spent 5 hours that day up in
Yeah.
Dalton.
Yeah.
So
That's not bad. How much water came in?
Not much.
Oh, there you go.
No.
Maybe an inch in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
It's doable.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the 4 of us in that thing? With the little
My little
Coda.
35. I've got 2 batteries. I'll just switch them from series to parallel. It's just
Right? It's like me and Tyler trying to fish and you and Paul just slugging beers back there. Just forgetting all about rods at this point. Guys, slow down. This is too fast for trolling.
Make sure you bring a
heard that
paddle.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that's happened to me in Pittsburgh was getting caught offshore without a paddle. It's really hard to get that hand down there.
I'm trying to do both
All the way
sides.
Luckily it was back lake, so it wasn't like a huge
You
lake.
just got out and walked. You're like, why am I doing this? It's only waist deep.
But it's cold.
Might spook the fish, you know?
Wait, why is Zach dragging his boat?
Yeah, I probably could have just grabbed like the anchor rope and just one arm swum it back.
You're in the middle of Back Lake and you're shooting off flares. Meanwhile, this 10-year-old boy is walking out halfway across the lake.
Actually, that's happened to me twice on Back Lake, and one time was actually with one of Tall Timber's little boats.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
And
riding
the-
with him.
There's a theme here.
Yeah.
Somehow the prop, the pin from the actual blade of the prop
Oh,
came
no.
out, and just like, so I'm just like, and then I'm just like, then all of a sudden I just like felt like a weird little like twinge on it, but I didn't think anything. I felt it just shook a little hard, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm not moving. I was, but that was just residual. Like now I've come to a stop, and I look down and there's just no prop. I'm just like, that's a problem. So I called Tall Timber, and I'm like, hey, one of your boats just like broke out here, and I got the paddle, but like, is any way like someone can jump out and like tow me back real quick? Because I was like down on the other end of the lake by all the lily pads, and they're like, let me give him a call. Yeah, so it's his anniversary, and he's in Canaan, Vermont, having dinner. So he said no, he's not coming. And I'm like,
There's nobody else got a paddle boat.
I'm like, I'm talking
about
to
you?
I'm talking to someone else right now on the phone. Apparently,
Do you work
who may or may not be in the lodge, which is the phone number I called. What about you walk out and grab a boat? And I said it in a different way. It was just more or less like, well, can you help me out? And she's like, oh no, I can't leave the desk.
I'm not certified to drive those.
I'm like, okay, cool. So there I am on like the bow of the boat, just with the big long paddle that they have, and just like coming back in, and then someone else saw me. It felt so bad. And they just came over and they towed me back. But that was, yeah. I have bad luck with boats up there, so
Moral of the story. Got it. Don't get in a boat that's
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
not in Pittsburgh, or at least not on Back Lake.
Right.
Yeah.
No plug and no prop.
Yeah.
Two of the things that you really need. Like everything else is kind of like,
Yeah.
you can do without.
Right.
Yeah, right. At that point, you might as well just go out and stand on a rock and see how long that lasts for you.
I've got an inner tube. Let me give this a shot.
He's got those little inflatable floaty things.
I've never had anything go wrong, knock on wood, on any of like the Connecticut lakes or Francis though. Just like every story I have is Back Lake. So
I've had one on Lake Francis.
Yeah.
I used to have a big boat, and we used to drive it to the campground, put it in, drive it over to the camp, and leave it there for the week while we were there. And I had a hell of a time one day starting it, and I finally got started, and I went out in the middle of the lake, and it died, and I did exactly that. Paddle that
Yeah.
fucking thing all the way back. It was miserable.
they also only give you one paddle.
Well,
when it clearly has the spots for like a rowboat to like stick those suckers in if you had
okay.
two of them, but they just give you one. So you're
I'm literally
literally
thinking, I'm like,
how's
I'm not going to use two.
Zach sort of tapes into his arms. He's just like,
no.
I mean, in all fairness, aren't the other ones called oars?
Fair enough. That's 100% true. Yes.
You get two oars, one paddle.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Note to self, if I go riding with Zach, I'm getting an extra paddle.
But that's even the worst part is it's one oar. So it's not even like a wide paddle at the end. It's just a very thin paddle because it's supposed to have two of them.
He's getting better. He's out there with a kayak.
No, I'd like that. This thing's like
He's got a couple of
6
spoons.
inches wide.
He's got a cardboard box. He's just doing the best he can.
Off the back, just switching.
Just a big stick.
Right.
Mozzarella, fettuccine. It's the extent of my Italian. Spaghetti.
Since we all know Back Lake, that makes it 10 times better. Just down the middle of Back Lake.
That's what you need to do. Don't even bring a paddle or an oar. Bring a giant stick.
Just bring a stick. Just start giving rides.
Yeah. People come over. You need help? No, I need a big stick.
Yeah. You want to get in? I'll sing to you.
Right?
This is part of the experience.
Yeah, it's way too deep out there. Oh no, he brought extensions. Look at it. He's like screwing in another thing.
It's like a roof rake.
Snap another one.
My stomach hurts. Yeah. All right. How did we even get on that subject?
I'm bringing my boat.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we're going to go to Pittsburgh. again.
2025.
Right.
It's going to be a good
Yep.
year.
Here we go.
Whew. And then hopefully do some hunting up there in the fall.
Yeah.
Go spend a little bit of time up there. And yeah. And then, we have turkey season coming up.
Yes, we do.
Yes. When is it?
And
May 1st.
Okay.
May 1st.
Starts May 1st.
Starts May 1st. When are you starting?
May 1st.
Perfect.
Okay.
As long as I'm not working. If I'm working, May 2nd.
Bastard.
Right. Are you able to get out during the week for that?
Oh, I plan to.
Okay, cool.
At least
Just go out
at least a
before
few
work.
mornings, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's like hunt till like 10 or something. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's plenty of time.
Exactly.
Sweet. Nice. Yeah, I work until 8 a.m. on the 1st. So my plan is
I'll have
I've
my
got...
turkey by then, so.
Yes, right? Seriously. So I'll tell you where to meet up with the camera and you can film my hunt. So I think...
Uh-oh, he's got the notepad out. He's got the book.
Look at that. May 1st. I get off work at 8 a.m. May 1st.
So you guys need to bring your stuff with you.
Mhm.
So that you're ready to roll.
We are going to meet at the spot that you, me, and Steve went hunting, and you went up with the bow and met Travis and I, because there were a shit ton of turkeys up in that woods. And they
There was
always...
a ton of them when we were up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like in the trees, it felt like...
And there's a lot of, like...
like Home Alone with the pigeons. Just
like shivering.
they're watching
Right.
you. They're like, look at this guy.
throw a bunch
some
of
of them
birdseed
drop
out.
down into the fields, but by the time like 8 o'clock rolls around, they might be starting to think about making their way back up into the woods anyway out of those
Whatever.
fields. So we can probably get on some up
Woods
there,
would be great.
and if not, we can run around through that patch of woods up there. Just do locator calls, try to find them. That's my plan, and then my plan for the second is, because I have the second completely off, is to go down to J2, some spots in J2, and try to slam a bird there.
Yeah, I'm not
Gross.
familiar with anywhere down there, but I'm game to go.
I've been deer scouting down there a lot recently, and I've got 3 different spots down there for turkeys in the areas that I've been scouting that I've found good turkey sign. Just while I'm looking for deer stuff,
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'll come across a flock of turkey tracks and I'll be like, oh, okay, well there's fields over there and there's roost trees there. Okay, cool. They'll be in that area. Follow the gobbles. So
Yeah, we should make a plan. Get together early, head down.
they might get hit hard, so I want to get down there on the 2nd, which is Friday,
Yeah.
before that first weekend.
Yeah.
And I might just camp in my truck at one of those spots and make sure no one beats us there, because honestly, it's busy in that area. Being that northernmost zone, you can get that turkey in
Yeah.
for all the select zone ones. It's might be tough to find it, but if not, if we don't capitalize on that, then we always have Steve's area as a backup. So, yeah. Regardless, I want to get Steve back on the podcast for question and answer about turkeys.
Yeah.
And B, get a turkey hunt with Steven.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be sweet.
And then,
No, and then.
And then.
and then,
No, and then.
and then,
And then.
Dude.
if we're lucky, which we hopefully will be, plan is to go over the Connecticut River into Vermont and try to slam some turkeys over there. I'm grabbing a Vermont hunting license anyway for deer, so
All right.
I might as well just
Then
grab
I'm gonna do it too.
the
Yeah.
tags.
I was thinking if any of you guys were going to do it, I was going to do it too. Mm-hmm. And I have you're probably familiar with some of the area over there. I'm not, but I have some friends that live over there.
Yep.
So that they could easily point us in some directions.
Yeah, do that because I'm not super familiar now. I was just gonna, honestly, I was just gonna drive the Connecticut River Valley and just see
Yeah.
if we could get on any that aren't on posted property with public access to it.
Yep.
That was my only goal, and just kind of wing it. So, if you've got anybody over there that might be able to actually point us in a
Oh, yeah.
direction,
I might be able to help us out too.
sweet,
You got some people?
Yeah, some of the guys from St. Jay that are pretty avid hunters.
Yeah.
nice,
Perfect.
So
that's sweet. Yeah, there's like up in that area, there's so many farms and stuff. There's got to be good areas up there. It's just about I've found a lot of posted property up in those areas. So
a lot of it's posted with permission.
yes,
Like
that's a
they
fair
would rather
point.
put posted and have people ask than just have people wander onto their farmland. 'Cause
Which is fair.
A lot of them have cows and
Right.
the safety.
Yeah. So that's our plan for turkey season. Try to get some on film.
A lot.
Take turns filming versus hunting.
Yeah.
And the thing that's great is like we can just swap the camera in a day. Like if we grab one first thing in the morning, then okay, all of a sudden we just trade around and keep going for the rest until noon. So you have a camera?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
We're ready to roll.
So I have mine, and then you have some of yours, and
I've got a shotgun mount for mine.
yep.
Ooh,
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to try that out.
that would be sweet.
Yeah, I just bought.
One of
think
the
it might
first turkey hunts I ever did, we videoed. We put a camera with like one of those screw-in. You know what I'm talking about, like the screw-in mounts. So you can screw it into a tree, but it threads into the bottom of the camera. And we had it about 10 yards from our decoy, and we had this huge tom came in. It was one of the first turkeys I ever shot, and it was awesome. He came down, he like did his thing, strutted, beat the hell out of our Jake decoy, killed him, dropped him right there. And then after we went over, we never took the cap off the lens, so we have all of the audio but no video, and it was pretty disappointing. But it was pretty cool. So like we should try to do something cool like that, where we can have like a different angle from just us as well. I don't know if we can do that somehow, but
Something from like above us.
yeah, like hovering,
Like a
like a drone.
like a drone.
Just as long as we're not utilizing it for the taking of animals or scouting thereof, or however the law is.
Well, I feel
written.
like if it's hovering above us while we shoot a turkey, it's probably
Probably illegal.
What if you put it in hovering and put the camera, the phone down so you're not actually seeing it?
I was actually watching some turkey hunting videos the other day, and the shot that these guys were doing with their gun-mounted camera on a GoPro was actually back at them, and then they were using that as like an extra angle, so it was like always watching them and what they were doing and how they were
A lot of them
moving.
will run both of them.
Yeah, should be pretty cool. I think turkey filming a hunt will be easier than deer because
oh, 100%.
we won't both need to get up in trees. We want to. There's a lot more planning, I think, involved with the deer. The only problem I see running into is the constant moving with turkeys. You can't really like set up.
I think we could do all right though.
I think it'll be way easier. Like I think self-filming would be really tough for turkeys.
Oh yeah, no, I think if there's
But
two or
if
three
there's
of
a
us,
couple
it'll
of
be,
us doing it all at once, I think that it'd be pretty good.
Any advice? Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts? Love to hear them.
Prayers.
prayers,
We're okay with that too.
Yeah. I'll take whatever you got. How about that?
bail money.
Bailman. Yeah, actually, the spot that I went in today just had a tongue turkey sign on the backside of some fields and in some cuts. But I've been noticing it a lot. Like all the tracks were down in the swamps for a while. Like they were wintering down in the swamps, and now they're probably gonna, as it warms up, move their way up to the fields. But I've already seen some turkeys strutting around.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I've already seen some hens all by themselves, which is kind of weird for me. But
Yeah.
this seems really early for the hens to be
It
all
warmed
by
up
themselves.
pretty high the other day.
Yeah.
Was that a week ago?
Mm-hmm.
It was 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And we're normally in the 40s right now. So
Right.
they could be as confused as we are.
They could be.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm pretty stoked. I'm looking to get like I said, a new shotgun, and
What are you gonna get?
I don't know. So I've got the Remington 870, which is a pump, and I'm like, I don't want a pump for this.
No?
Where are you gonna get it?
I don't
that
know.
either? I'm thinking a road trip. Yeah. LL Cody's.
Hello, Cody's.
We can maybe
Shooters Outpost.
Well, Shooters
Outpost.
Bass Pro.
Bass Pro.
Bass Pro, 15 minutes from Texas Roadhouse.
It's actually
also-
sounding more
Yeah,
enticing.
Bass Pros. We won't get sponsored by Bass Pro, but
You never know.
I have not had good luck purchasing from Bass Pro.
Really?
Yeah. I got a 45 from them, and it took like 4 or 5 days to wind up getting it.
Oh, a handgun?
The handgun. I wound up getting a rifle that took them another like 2 or 3 days. It was a lot
When
of
was
headache.
this recently?
What's on your fingerprints? I need to
Yeah,
work through.
something's up there.
So
Because I got one not too long ago, and I was out of there in about 30 minutes.
Bass Pro will not let you leave when you buy it.
That's not true.
So the one that hooks it, there's a sign
That's not
there
true.
that says it's right there.
I've done it. I'll show you the gun that
You're
I
gonna
walked
edit
out with.
this video, but I
Nope.
But I just did it not too long ago, like
So-
within the last month.
Both the 870 that I bought there and the Kimber 45, they would not let me leave. They didn't even run the background check. I paid for it. They put the sticker on it with my background check and said, "All right, you can pick this up in 24 hours," and it wound up being 48.
Wow. I've never
Was
experienced
it
that down
after?
there.
Did you like? Was it
Was
after
it during
a certain,
the COVID rush or
No.
something?
No.
Was it after like a certain time? Do they run background checks all night, or is there a cutoff
I
time?
don't know. I don't think they run them all night.
I wonder if
Like,
you like missed the time. Maybe?
When we went up north to Mom's of Gorham
Yep.
or Groveton, like that I understood. They had
that was
300
just
people.
influx. Yeah.
So it was going to be a few days, but no, there was straight up a sign that said
Huh.
right there.
I wonder
And
if-
luckily, I was staying down there at Steve's house, and I wound up being there the next day.
Wow.
And it was that afternoon that they wound up giving me a call to come back.
I wonder why that is. I just bought something recently, and
Is that a secret that you bought it?
edit this, please. And yeah, I was like literally filled out all this stuff that guy turns the computer on, make you fill all your information and pay for it, and when you're done, and I was out of there in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
When I bought my last turkey shotgun down there, which was about this time last year, I walked in. I was like, "Sweet, you guys have the gun, the exact one I want." And they did all my paperwork. They went out back. I putzed around with some optics for a little while, and then they were like, "Here you go," and I left.
no
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
When I went back the next day, I even made the comment that I can get a shotgun faster at Walmart, and he goes, "Well, we're not Walmart." And I was like, "Well, no kidding." Right? That's my point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have not had good luck.
So what do you want? Like a semi?
Yeah.
Nice.
20 gauge,
20 gauge.
something a little bit lighter.
Okay.
We gotta check his background.
Yeah, it's got to be that. Actually, I know exactly
Did you
what it is.
fingerprint him?
I know exactly what it is.
Oh boy.
It's the mustache.
Oh.
He did do my background. I did. And his words were, "I was disappointed."
I'm very disappointed. There was nothing. I tried to just
All right, nothing
dig
state.
anything I could.
Is there anything like regional?
Is this the
Tri-state?
same Andrew?
Right?
No, nothing tri-state. All right, let's try FBI. FBI background? No, nothing. God damn it. All right, CIA? No.
Calling your like high school SRO. Did he even like mouth off to you
At
once?
some point he must have.
Are we talking about the same one?
Nah, they just see the mustache and they're like, yeah, we're gonna wait on this guy a little
something's
bit.
up with this dude.
We want the FBI to really know he wants a gun.
Yeah.
Can't trust those mustaches.
Maybe that's why he got held up in his travels as well.
Right.
Going through security at the airport, they're like, ooh, boy.
No, and as silly as the mustache is, I get more compliments from dudes than anybody else. Hey man,
So it's working.
nice mustache. And I'm like, ooh, maybe it's time to shave this off. Like, if I was keeping score, like, dudes appreciate the mustache a lot more.
I can see that.
The girlfriend, though, she loves it. So
Perfect.
There you go.
There you go.
I actually told her I was going to shave it for this summer, like, just to get rid of it, start over. And she's like, no, you're not. I'm like, what do you mean? No,
It's staying.
it's staying. I'm like,
Or you're not.
it was very nonchalant, non-threatening, but like very threatening at the same time.
Stern.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
bodily harm.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. But yeah,
So you don't know what you want.
no.
Well, what you
Definitely
should
the-
do
the
is you should
price
listen to
range
2
is-
episodes ago when we go through all of our hunting guns.
Yeah, I think we might have been in Pittsburgh.
We were in Pittsburgh, and we made some good points.
And it
on
might
what
have been on like a
people may
Friday or
wanna do for
Saturday.
I bet you guys had a lot of things to talk about.
I don't think he got that far in the episode. He stopped quick.
Yeah, he just.
These no good rotten.
Yeah. He just got to the part where Paul got stuck, and he's like, and I wasn't there to laugh at him.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Honestly, let's just say this. Let's take a dig at Paul while he's not here. I bet Andrew's truck could have pulled
Oh,
Paul's
100%.
if mine did,
100%.
which would have been even better.
Yeah, because he was ragging on your truck pretty hard. There's no way he's pulling my truck out with his truck. That's what he kept saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a matter of traction.
Yeah.
Actually, like about 3 minutes before he went off the road, he actually said, should we turn around and take Zach's truck so I can pull him out?
Well, I've seen Paul drive.
It's those 4-doors. They think
He's-
that their trucks are the best.
He's not exactly eyes on the road the whole time. He's kind of a wandering puppy. Just like, oh, would you look at that?
I don't think it even mattered too much because what did he say about a split second before he went into the ditch? But he just kept driving.
Yeah. He said he couldn't see.
Oh,
But then I kept saying to him, stay to your side. Stay to your side.
I can't
I
see.
can't see. And he just kept going. Right to my side.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right, back to the what we were talking about.
honestly, for a good, like more inexpensive side of semis, we talked about the Stogers, the M3000s.
I had an over-under Stoker that was really nice.
I like them.
What do you have now?
The Remington 870,
That's right. Yep.
12 gauge.
Why
Yep.
don't you want a pump?
I've been chased by a turkey, and
This reminds me of some other stories. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. They're so big.
the scream that I let out, I'm not proud of. But
It was right next to the Bobcat.
You're gonna need this.
It was
Thank you.
right next to the Bobcat.
listen, Bobcat or not, this is a turkey that was aggressive.
Have you ever seen a turkey run at you? Continue, because I really want to hear this story. We'll start by how did you get to the point where the turkey was running at you?
Please, yeah, do tell.
Dog was outside,
Okay.
Okay.
and I had known that this was when I was up in Littleton, there's a flock of like 20 or 30 turkeys that kind of go through my field, go to the pond.
So it was like a gang.
Yeah, yes.
Gang. That's why you were nervous.
Yeah, they were coming from different sides. And I was throwing the ball for the dog, not paying anything attention.
So he got jumped by a gang of turkeys.
Yes. Yes. And the colors that they were showing.
Red, blue, and white. Oh, my stomach hurts. They kept making this noise.
It's like a calling card for them.
Well-
and just more started showing up.
Dog went into the woods. He came running out. No ball. I was like, where's the ball? Lincoln, go get it. And he just kind of kept going up to the house. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. All right, I'll go get it. So I go down, and there they are. Like, just
Playing with a ball.
No, they were just in the woods, and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of them.
Oh boy.
And when I turned around, they had kind of come around the top,
They circled
and
you.
were coming down at me. And I just froze.
And you had nowhere to
Kind
go.
of like the Bobcat.
You had nowhere to go.
But I, unlike the Bobcat story, I didn't have anybody be like, Zach,
I was just by myself.
are turkeys aggressive?
Gang of
A
turkeys.
gang of turkeys.
A whole pack of them.
And I wound up running, and a bunch of them followed me.
They ran after you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you turn and kick them?
No! There was a lot of them. You kick one, then they all feel
See, It's your
attacked.
first mistake. You showed fear.
Right.
Well-
exactly. They can sense the fear.
Well, clearly, because I ran and they followed. I mean, by the time I got to the house, they were gone, but I didn't look back once I was out of the woods. It was just knees to chest.
There was this one, he was just so big.
So, in other words, you don't want to have to pump action as you are running and shooting over your
If I'm shooting
shoulder.
over my shoulder, I go bang, 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 bang.
He wants to shoot from the hip.
I'll be fine.
Oh, God.
And at the end of the day, it's more.
It's for your protection.
Well, no, the Switch is more. I've got a 12, and it's got a kick.
Especially with a turkey load.
So it's more of I want to go to a 20, just to also have a 20. But if I'm going to switch, I might as well also add a semi to the collection.
Sweet.
So as entertaining as that story was,
That was
that's
pretty entertaining.
that's half the reason. It's like I don't have a semi, and I mean I will during turkey season, but
You're going to have a sidearm too, aren't you?
yeah, just in case I run out of
Just
ammo.
in case they start chasing you.
You see him, boom, 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 boom. Oh, no.
Pulls out a knife. He's got to turn sideways. What's he doing? It's a gang.
That's a gang
turkeys.
shootout. I'm just sitting there like, oh my god,
They're coming after him. We'll go up to.
this is gonna be on gangland, guys.
I
Make
bet
sure
that
you
same
make sure
gang
you
is
wear
still there.
neutral colors.
That same group is going to be there, and I'll get them. I'll get them. I'll show them.
Yeah, we don't wear camo in the woods to blend in. We wear camo just to make sure that turkeys know which part of gangs we're not part of,
Exactly.
you know?
Neutral colors. Yeah.
You don't
Neutral
want to get.
colors.
You don't want to get attacked.
No. That's not at all where I thought his
Yeah.
reasoning for wanting a semi would come from, but that's
Most
fantastic.
people have a different reason. My stomach hurts.
Other thinking of it was that I could probably use a semi shotgun for bird season.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
All right.
good,
So-
good call.
Trying not to fill the gun safe with every single firearm I
Yeah.
can think
Why
of.
not?
As much as the girlfriend loves the mustache, she does not like the increase in size of the firearm collection.
Right.
Yeah, but what if the turkeys come after her? You
Then-
can
I feel really
you can
bad
defend
for those
her.
turkeys.
You can defend her.
Listen,
She doesn't need a gun.
having somebody on the back porch that we didn't know and having to call the police and wait 15 minutes for them to show up while this random dude's not listening and on the back porch, you would have thought that would have been enough for her to be like, no, guns are fine. No. God love her, but man, that put the fear of, yeah, no, I'm going to have a few in multiple places.
Right.
A couple stashed here and there. I gotta go get that ammo can out of the dirt too.
Out of the dirt?
Oh
Did you bury one?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
You don't have ammo cans buried all over your property? Or you're
Do
just
you
not
have a map
saying
to
it?
find them? Or do you just remember?
Yeah, remembering's getting harder and harder.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm worried
I know.
about.
Yeah. Just picture you like walking the edge of your property, like,
He's out there with like this antenna on his head and this big metal detector thing.
I've got 2 sticks just trying to.
I know I left it here somewhere.
What is he doing? Looking for a water line? No.
Right?
His ammo cans.
Dowsing rods with little wires coming off of them to a tinfoil hat.
All right, was it off? Was it 10 paces off that tree or that tree?
I can hear it. They're close. Hang on. I don't...
Call me crazy all you want.
I think that was the best story of why he wanted a semi-automatic
Absolutely.
shotgun.
Yeah, 100%.
I can get 2 rounds off the time it takes me to pump for 1 round.
Oh, God.
Thanks for listening to part 1 of our 2025 update. Tune in next week for part 2.